Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another movie review right here on the Brad Church channel. And this movie was really surprising to me. Wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Somewhat ended up being. What is going on with the camera? I think it's moving. But anyway, this movie is called All Cheerleaders Die. And I'm thinking, okay, it's a zombie movie. And it's going to be like kind of a stupid one, a B-rated one, but it's probably going to be kind of creepy. Boy, was I wrong. I was completely wrong about this movie. And it starts. And I get the vibe, okay, it's going to be a parody movie. And they're going to be doing goofy stuff all throughout the movie. I was wrong again. It fooled me again because it starts out that way. And you're like, oh, this is like, like Scary Movie or something like that. It's going to be something like that. But it's all about dissing cheerleaders and stuff like that. No, not really. They totally get out of that bandwagon. And the fun begins. Um, But basically, you get a good gist for the characters. They do describe the characters for being kind of a B movie, but it was kind of well shot. Like it was a B movie that was well shot. Um, in terms of the effects were pretty decent in the movie and everything. Um, that was surprising. It was really surprising, but it really was kind of a type of movie that a B movie would make, but it had good special effects, which was really kind of cool. Um, so what basically happens in this movie was this cheerleader. He started off with her, and this girl's filming this cheerleader that thinks she is the greatest cheerleader in the history of cheerleaders. And she goes out there and she breaks her neck during the stunt. She dies. Well, then this girl that was filming is mad because I guess she was kind of close friends with her and things like that. And she thinks that cheerleaders are horrible and she doesn't like them. And she just wants to get in there and ruin their lives. And that's the whole reason why she, I think, practices and um, the next year, whatever she tries out for, or no, it's not even. Yes, it's the end of because the next school year is getting ready to start. That was the whole premise. I think it's like a week or a week and a half before school starts. And honestly, I don't think in real school, I don't think that's when they have the cheerleader tryouts. It's like a couple weeks into the school year. I thought they usually do that. But anyways, um, they have the tryouts. She gets on the team, and she starts being friends with the girl that immediately started dating her friend's boyfriend. And she thought that was wrong. That she was, didn't even wait until she was in the grave and went straight after her. And she felt very wrong about the guy as well. You find out later about why that, briefly, which wasn't really you should have brought that up at the beginning because it would have made more sense. That was probably my only gripe about the movie is that, and a couple other things that I don't really remember what I had a problem with. But overall, it was a really really good movie. Um, the ending was kind of weird too because you really don't know what happened to everybody at the end of the movie. Um, but yeah. But anyway, so this girl, she's trying to get all this revenge and everything like that. And what happens is she ends up falling for the girl, and they're making out and doing sexual things, um, doing things like that, doing adult things as teenagers in the woods and things like that. And he catches them. He catches them making them out. Well, first he catches them making out in the car. After she convinces the girl that he's a butthole and he cheated on her with somebody, blah blah blah, and so now he's mad. He's mad. He turns. He's very hateful now. Blah blah blah, and she sends a text to him that says asshole and all this other stuff that the girl sends, and the other girl's trying to cover for her, and she's like, oh no no no, he's bad. You just stay away from him. Which I kind of had a problem with that too, and I'm like, really? This is how we're gonna start this thing? And he gets all mad and everything. So now he's got a bad attitude and everything, and So they get in a big argument in the woods after they have a party, like a few days from then, and it's it gets kind of weird because he punches her in the punches his girlfriend in the face, the football player, and none of the football players man up and go after him. Which in any probably football team there would have been that one guy that would have done it, and nobody did it because they're afraid of him or something. I don't know. It was kind of dumb. Like, yeah, it made sense when the girl that liked her, or the main chick in the movie that was supposed to be doing everything, um, says that and says, "Why aren't you guys gonna man up and knock this guy out for hitting a woman?" It made perfect sense. Like, I would have been thinking the same thing. Like, what's going on? Um, but then they go on a chase after that. Everything they start, she attacks him again. Um, the girlfriend attacks the football player again, the main football player in the story, and that's where it gets all crazy. They all jump in their cars, and they're chasing after the cheerleaders and in the car. And during this, there's another side chick that you're like, why do they keep showing this girl in the movie? Then you know why. Halfway through about 30 minutes into the movie, because something happens. Kind of a weird chick. You kind of get this vibe, like what's going on with this chick. Um, but she has these stones that she keeps playing with. Like you kind of get a feel of like she's kind of a witch or whatever like that, and you get a feeling that she's Wiccan. Well, she is. That's why you get that vibe. Um, but they're chasing the cheerleaders. The football players are, and the cheerleaders go off, crash. They go off on this cliff into the water. They all drown. The weird chick that I told you, after the football players go there, they see what happened. They're like, we got to get out of here. Get out of here. Get away from the scene of crime. No cops show up. You don't hear about any cops showing up. You don't hear about what happens to the car. That's the third argument I have with this movie. So those are the three arguments. I told you about arguments with the movie. And there's a few others at the end I'll tell you about. Um, but that's what happens. They go in the river. This is as far as spoilers that I'm going to go with the movie. Is that the weird chick brings them back from the dead. As far as I'm going to go with it. At the end of the movie, but as far as that's about it. Um, movie was really good. I would probably give it I'd probably give it probably a B minus. It was a decent movie. Check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you've already seen it, let me know what you think down below. And keep rocking.